Okay, I'm going to take you all on a tour of my herb garden because I'm really proud of it, okay? Starting here, we have stevia, which is a plant that's like about, I don't know, 10 times sweeter than sugar. Grows really well here. This is what they call Mexican tarragon. It's actually a marigold. It tastes kind of like a spicy tarragon. It's pretty good. This is spicy globe basil. A little spicy and small leaf basil, very good. Chives, be nice. Thai basil, it's flowering. I should pick the flowers, but I'm getting kind of lazy because I have a lot of herbs, as you're going to see here. Moving on here, we've got some lemon basil. Very strong lemony flavored basil, delicious. Here we have some delicious French tarragon. Wonderful. And we have French thyme. I've picked this and cut this down a bunch of times. All these plants, by the way, started out as a little tiny, 3-inch pot. We got some purple sage. Wonderful purple sage. Great with my biscuits and gravy, the sausage gravy. And mammoth dill. Hoping this gets the seed heads when the cucumbers are ready so I can put it in my pickles. Rosemary. I've been growing this for about 5 years. I split it up, actually. Rosemary, of course, in California grows wild and fast. And it'll get out of control if you let it just go wild in the garden. That's caraway. I'm letting it grow till it gets the seeds. Marjoram. Fino Verde basil. This is the most common basil that's used to make pesto in Genoa. Pesto Genovese. I grew that from seeds. And this is an Italian basil. These are some seeds that came with some weird snack my wife bought online. But anyways, the seeds sprouted and basil does very well out here. I got it everywhere. This is a Italian Florence fennel. I'm trying to grow some from seeds down here, but they haven't sprouted. But I did find a starter plant, thankfully, because I like using it. This is one of those ones that makes the really big bulbs on the bottom. You can see down here. And you can shave it. Italian oregano, again, out of control. I've cut this down a million times. This is lavage. They taste a lot like celery, and it is actually the plant that when it seeds, that celery seeds come from. Celery seeds don't actually come from celery, they come from lavage. This is, of course, French lavender. This is what they call, what is this? This is a Provence, lavender du Provence. The true French lavender. Wonderful for cooking and general scent. This is cilantro that I let flower and is going to become coriander seeds. Italian flat-leaf parsley. All this stuff started out as little tiny plants, but it's growing crazy. Greek oregano. Greek oregano, very, very spicy. Much spicier than the Italian. Again, this is growing out of control. Curly parsley. I kind of like chopping up curly parsley for garnish because it's more frilly and chops up finer, it seems. This is part of that rosemary plant that I broke up, and I have this Christmas themed popcorn tin, and I'm going to grow this, and then I'm going to trim it into the shape of a Christmas tree. See if that works this year. We'll find out. This is, of course, citronella or lemon balm. Very good antiseptic property, very nice for keeping away bugs. Can be used in tea. Strong, wonderful lemon scent and flavor. This is French thyme. Got this as a tiny plant just less than a month ago, and it's getting big. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is English thyme. The other one was French thyme. I'm sorry. English thyme. Lemon verbena. Started out very small. Getting big, very strong lemon scent, makes a great tea. Wonderful stuff. This is a patio tomato. I do actually have a tomato growing on it. I thought I'd grow one plant on here, even though I have 18 in the garden, but I'm kind of crazy, so whatever. This is epizote. This started out as a little tiny plant. It's a Mexican plant. It's used for medicinal reasons, but it's also commonly used as a flavoring in Mexico for beans. And it doesn't take much. My God, just a little bit of this stuff. And it has a very strong kind of oregano, earthy flavor. If you use too much of it, it's overwhelming, but a small amount in a dish of beans is actually quite delicious. This is catnip. Grew out of control. Bees love the catnip, as you can see. Lots of flowers. The cat likes to attack it every once in a while and get high. This is holy basil. This is a perennial basil. Grows year-round. Great medicinal properties. Very strong, cinnamony. It's not quite like any other normal basil. More medicinal reasons that you want to grow this. And then we go on to the mint. Now, this started, of course, as a small plant. This is a yerba buena. They call it spearmint, but this particular type of spearmint is yerba buena. Yerba buena is a version of mint with more of a citrusy mint taste, and it is the proper mint if you want to make a mojito. You would use yerba buena. That's what they would use in Cuba, and I will tell you, it makes a fantastic mojito. This is peppermint. Again, a month ago, this started out as like one single stem. Yeah, believe it or not. This is a spearmint I grew from last year that I've cut all the way back, made some mint tea, and it just keeps going nuts. You know, again, started out as a single stem. Another spearmint started out as a single stem a month ago, and it's going insane. There's a pineapple. I actually took the top off several pineapples, and only a couple survived. These did really well in Florida, I remember when I lived there. I don't know how well they'll do here. And finally, I got one more pineapple here. And it is growing, so we'll see if we can get a pineapple. And yes, one more walkthrough. That's it. This is my deck side herb garden. You know, right over there is the kitchen, door to the kitchen. And it's wonderful to just be able to walk out onto the deck and snip herbs as I need them for cooking. And as you can see, I pretty much have everything and grows well here. And the only thing I have not been able to grow here or ever anywhere is tribble. Tribble for some reason just doesn't want to live in California. So, whatever. It's not that great of a spice anyways. It's okay. All right.